credit cards, car payments, mortgages get reported every single month to the credit bureau. So don't be late. Again, that's why I say automatic payment. If it's due on the 15th, don't stick it in the mail on the 15th. Get it there before. And a huge lesson I always tell people, and I've talked at colleges, especially I like getting my hands on these young kids and tell them don't fall into this trap. It's terrible. When I went to college, they didn't have these tables where they were going to give you a free t-shirt for signing up for a credit card. I think that's horrible because the kids get the credit cards, and I see it all the time. They take their buddies to the restaurant, the bar, charge it, and they don't care about the bill. They don't pay it. Now they come out of college, their credit's already screwed up. So it's a terrible thing. So I try to teach these kids, don't get into that trap. That information as well, late payments stand for 7 years. So let's try to pay our bills on time. Inquiries, those stand for 2 years. We already kind of touched base a little bit with the inquiries. Again, don't go applying like crazy for credit, because if you do too many, even with good credit, they're going to eventually turn you down. Because they also realize that, why is this guy scrambling for credit all of a sudden? Is there trouble? You know, is he going to go, you know, lose his job or something like that? These banks, they're smart. They know what people think. And you can also increase, okay, we're talking about all the negative stuff. Let's talk about somebody who does have some problems, how to increase your credit score. You got to remember, the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, are 3 private companies. They're in business to sell information. They don't say, Todd Stern's got this charge off or bankruptcy. They don't take it personally. It's just information to them. You have the right to challenge this information or hire a company to do it for you. The Fair Credit Reporting Act states it's got to be 100% accurate. If it's not, it's got to be deleted. There's certain, I don't say tricks and loopholes that my company uses, which are all 100% legal, but again, they have to provide a certain information. A lot of the time it can't be done. It's easier to delete the item. Again, having good credit, definitely, like I said, 690 is good, but in today's market, not good enough. FHA mortgage, yes, and a lot of you want to do investment property, I would imagine, and you need to be in the 700s to do that. So again, increasing score, it doesn't take much work, just management. Does everybody look at their credit report at least once a year? I hope so, especially in your business, maybe even twice. Even subscribing to True Credit, which is TransUnion's credit monitoring. So if anybody applies for a credit card without you knowing about it, or there's some changes on your score, you're going to get notified right away. And credit is so important, you guys. You guys want real estate, you got to have good credit. Again, you could have $10 million in the bank, and you want to get financing, and you got bad credit, sorry, they're not going to give it to you. Or at a super high rate, and then the deals just don't work. Again, Nationwide Credit is in the business of helping people clean up their credit reports. I'm not here to pitch everybody about that tonight, but we do offer anybody that calls us, all our clients, free credit reports. 3 years ago, TransUnion did approach my company, and at the time when I had attorneys working for us, they told us that we were the 3rd largest law firm in the country doing this type of work. They said, would you like to be hooked up electronically, be able to pull credit, do everything with us? If you have a problem, call us. Yes. So the beauty is, anybody that calls me here and say, hey Todd, will you pull my credit? Tell me what's going on with it. We do that for free. If we tell them if they're a good candidate, if the stuff is old, not being updated to the credit bureaus, versus you have running lates on a mortgage, running lates on a credit card, those people aren't good candidates for our service. The people that the stuff is old, those are the ones that we say, yes, we can possibly do something for you. So any of your, again, any of your tenants or whatever, if they want their credit looked at, we'll be more than happy to do that. Does anybody have any questions right now about credit? Yes, sir?
Could you talk about the numbers again? For example, is there a chart where you can find that number like 700, 600?
Yeah, score. If you go to, just Google credit scores. But again, for FHA mortgages, they want to see 640. Conventional mortgages, 730, 740. Those are the magic two numbers that you want to see. If you're in the 500s, below 640, it's unfortunately not good. Some place again, you might be able to get a car, but again, what is the interest rate? And I always try to educate people in the sense too, you go to buy a car and the guy tells you, you know, your payment's $300 a month. Oh, that sounds great, but what is the interest rate? That's what we want to know. So, yes sir?
So 740 or up would be?
You're golden, yes. Yes. So you want to have the, you know, your score definitely above 740 if possible. Somebody else had their hand up? Yes sir?
I have you pull my credit to show up as an inquiry.
No, when we pull credit at Nationwide Credit, that's the beauty. It's a soft pull. I didn't get into it. There's a difference between a hard pull and a soft pull. You go to a mortgage company, car dealer, credit card, whatever it might be, it's called a hard inquiry. That does deduct a couple points from your file. When a soft pull is, if you go online yourself to TransUnion, Experian, or Equifax, pull it yourself, that's a soft inquiry, does not hurt your file. We're hooked up again with TransUnion. Now I get all the reports. The only thing I don't get is the score, unfortunately. But I can tell, you know, good or bad.
I had this new car program there, lowering the interest rates and mortgage and stuff. And Chase called and offered me that process, and they ended up pulling my credit 4 times in a month.
Right.
Are those all hard inquiries?
Those are hard inquiries, most likely. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
How long is the negative effect for a hard inquiry?
2 years. 2 years. So, you know, if you have 3 or 4 a year, it's not the end of the world. I've seen some people that's just out of control, but they don't understand. And again, the worst thing are these car dealerships. I see it all the time, and you know, they'll sit there and they'll send it out to 4 or 5 different finance companies if they don't know you, and you get dinged. Yes.
You said it's good to have, you know, auto, mortgage, credit card lines. If you pay them off, do they still know that you've held it and, you know, and balance it, or how badly does it affect you if you were to pay it off early?
If you
only have credit cards.
Are you talking about credit cards or car loans?
Well, so you pay off a car loan and a mortgage, and you just have credit cards. How negative, you know what I mean?
It won't be bad. It's not going to be negative. You know, it's depending on how long you've had these credit cards as well. It's not going to kill you. But, you know, I've seen this happen as well. If you have very limited credit, let's say if you only had 1 credit card, and you got a car payment and a mortgage or something, you sell the house, pay that off, and then the car's paid off, then it hurts because now you only have 1, you know, small credit card that is open, so I have seen scores drop because of that. So when I always say get, you know, maybe 3, 4 credit cards. It's a good amount, and if you can qualify, there's so many rewards type cards out there, whatever they might be. You know, #1 card is a mileage plus type card, and especially they're really great because one of them that I have from Chase now for United, you show them the card, you get 2 bags checked for free. The bags are $25 a piece. So I go with my family, my wife has her own, so we save $200 round trip just by getting our bags checked in for free. Now the card cost, I think, I don't even know, 89 or 100 bucks for the year, but I've already made my money back in 1 trip. Plus we get the miles, so there's a lot of benefits to those.